Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ben Lomond TV and another episode of Cooking with a Coach. I'm Jerry Lowery, and I have with me again today Josh Lowery, my son. Josh, welcome back.
Glad to be here.
Good. We put all the cooking things away, or not the cooking things, but the ovens and the hot plates and the things like that, and we're going to have a summer type three entrees, if you will, that you can make without turning on your oven. So we're going to look at that. I know in the hot of the summer and things like that, a lot of people just don't feel like cooking inside. And so we're going to do something. A lot of it is just stuff that's in a can that we're going to mix up. The first thing we're going to do today, we're going to make a Frito corn salad, then we're going to do a chicken salad, and then we're going to make a grape salad. So it's kind of different, the salad theme, if you will. So the first thing we're going to do is a Frito corn salad. And what I'm going to do is ask Josh if he will to just take this and I wouldn't put all of these, about half of this bag in there, and put about half of them in there and crunch them up. We're going to save the other half for dipping and eating and things like that, but we'll move them out of the way right now where you can see them. And we're just going to put them in a Ziploc bag and crunch them up and things like that and get it where it's real fine and
so just crunch it up real good.
Just crunch it up real good. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to chop up a pepper, just a real simple green pepper. It's just real easy to chop up. We're just going to take the edges, however you want to chop them up. You really can't go wrong with it. Trying to keep out of your way right now, Josh. I like to go just lengthwise, and then we'll grind up and dice it up. We want to make them in little smaller chunks, if you will. But that once again, it's a preference. There's a lot of food blenders and choppers and things like that you can use out there that will probably do a quicker job. But for right now, we're just going to chop it up with this knife. We're going to dice them up. I just turn them to the side and start slicing them like that. You hear Josh crunching in the background.
Now tell me, is that good or more?
I would make them a little smaller. A lot of times you can take a heavier spoon or a wooden spoon or something like that and set it on the ground and just kind of beat it and chop it. Maybe one of those meat tenderizer type things. Heavy wood spoon works, and you can chop that up as well too. What it's going to do when it goes into the corn mixture, it's going to give it a little crunch, and that's what it's going to do. And a lot of times people have that just off to the side where they can mix it in. If you don't want that, then you can, or you can mix in the various, like if you want a little more crunch to it, you add to it as you go, so it'd be like a side item to this, if you will. All right, so that's pretty good for that right there. Josh, we're also going to, I'm going to cut up this onion as we go. We're just going to slice that up a little bit and put a little oniony flavor in it. You can use whatever kind of onion you want. If you want red onions, white onions, does not matter. If you would like a little more color to make it a colorful little meal, then you can use a red onion, maybe even a red pepper. It's just an option. It's just for flavor. We've got that all mixed in. And we're just gonna throw that in the bowl here. We're just gonna mix it up and throw that in.
Now, are you ready for these yet?
No, we're not ready for them yet. Then we're gonna just take 2 cans of whole kernel corn and I drain it out, get the water out and like that. And we're just gonna mix it in. It's real simple. No cooking, no stove going on, and we're just gonna mix these up a little bit. Right there. Now we're going to add, that'll be the last item, Josh. You can set that off to the side. We're going to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. I've already got it measured out, any kind of mayonnaise, but we've got that right there. And just real simple, and we're just going to start mixing this up. It's just a real simple, easy. I'm sloshing it out a little bit, but that's all right. And we're just going to mix this up. And really, this is like a you can use it as a dip. Or you can eat it with a spoon. You can use various crackers and things like that on it. You can see that the mayonnaise is mixing it up real good in there, and it's creating you can see the dip. It's liquidy. I don't know if that's a word or not, Josh, but it is.
I do not. I don't think it is, but it's okay.
Liquidy is not a word.
I don't know.
Liquidy is not a word, but anyway, that's what we're doing. So now there's also there's options with this. Once again, if you want to have more onions, or you want to have a different flavor, if you want a little hotter type sauce, if you want to use like a habanero, if you really like it hot, use a habanero sauce. If you want, or habanero pepper. If you wanted a jalapeno pepper, you can do that. You can also put that in here, but it's to taste. I don't like a whole lot of heat. I like the flavor at times, but not a lot of heat, so I don't put that in there. But we have got a little green pepper, we've got some onion, and we've got this, the mayonnaise. Now the next thing we're going to do is just mix in this mixture of, it's just crushed chili. You can use regular Fritos, or you can use the chili cheese flavored Fritos. But, Josh, just go ahead and just pour them in. And we're just going to mix that in as well. And it really turns out to a really good dip. And I do like the Fritos in it, the chili cheese, that's what we use this time, the chili cheese Fritos. And it's just a good dip. This is, you can see we've made this literally in probably 5 or 6, 7 minutes. And not a lot, no ovens, no heat coming off, no little bit of a mess, but it's easy to clean up. This is a party favorite. This is a favorite at potluck dinners and church functions and picnics and family gatherings and all the things that you do out there when you gather up, especially the holidays coming up, the 4th of July's and the summer times, and if you go camping or whatever, you can have this made up and already ready to go. And you can see that it's really good, and you can pick your flavor, your favorite cracker or anything like that, and just dip into it and eat. You can set this off and spoon it into your plate as you're going through the potluck dinner or whatever, and spoon it off and just eat it like that. But that's it. That's a good looking. It's got a little crunch to it. It's got a little spice, the green pepper flavor and the onions in it and the corn. And it's really, we just call it a Frito corn salad. It's real simple to make. Would you like to try that, Josh? We're just going to set that off to the side for a moment, and we'll leave it there. Maybe where we can get people to try to keep where it's not messing up the camera. The next thing we're going to make is a chicken. I better save this big one for the grape salad. Let's do this one. The chicken, we're going to make some chicken salad now. So we're going to, Josh, if you'll take that chicken, do we need to grind that up a little bit? We'll do it in there. That'll be fine. They can see it. We're just taking cans of chicken. Once again. One more? One more. That'd be fine. If you, let's say we got it open. Let's put it in there.
All right, we'll go for 3.
We're going for it. I hope we have a big enough bowl. The interesting thing about this is you can buy the chicken and cook it if you want to. That's fine. So if you want to buy a fresh chicken and do it, but for today we're using a canned chicken. It works good. We want to mash this up a little bit. While I'm doing this, Josh slide over here a little bit where they can see you as well. On the he's taking. We're about to make some grape salad, and he's taking grapes and he's just halving them. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So we're working on 2 different things, but right now we're looking at this chicken salad. You can see I'm just going to mix this up. It's almost to a preference, if you will. This is once again a good dish that you can take to a function, or I know at our house my wife will make a huge, literally a bowl that is, I don't know how big around it. It's a huge bowl. I don't know the size of it, and she will make this, and we will eat on it for 3 or 4 days. And it's just an easy, you go in, you can eat it with crackers if you want to put it on a sandwich, those little Hawaiian rolls and things like that. It's really good on it. And so as we're doing this chicken salad, he's also, well, I said we're going to put that's going in the grape salad, that's going in our chicken salad. So here we're seeing that. Next thing I want to do is, where's my Cool Whip at? We're going to add some Cool Whip to this. We use one can of it, of Cool Whip. We're just going to mix that in. See if we can get that flowing around in there, and set that off. Let's see if we can get it mixed up. This is just a real simple, once again.
I think that's to taste as well.
It is to taste. You can mix it up. Maybe I've added a little too much, or maybe not enough, but that's all right. It's going to turn out good anyway, regardless. Might have added a little too much, because I think a lot of times we make it with more chicken because we make a bigger pot of it. But we've got 3 cans of that chicken. We're just stirring it up and mixing it real well. If I've seen that, Josh, if you'll stay over here a little bit where you can get them cut up. We're using the red seedless. You can also use the green if you want to. If you like a little more color in this, doesn't matter. Once again, that's preference as well. We're getting a good look at that. A lot of people add celery to it. I don't like celery so much, so I'm not going to do that today, but a lot of people put celery in it for crunch. So if you want to put celery in this, and maybe even some onions, you could do that. We don't do that at our house, but this is getting a pretty good consistency to it, if you will. You can see that we've got most of the chicken almost a grain type, like a thread, if you will. You can see that all the big chunks of chicken are smashed down and now are worked in, and it makes it real easy to eat and to spread and things like that. You can also use this as a dip as well if you needed to. Josh is continuing to cut up those, and we'll look at that for a minute. Also, you can add in, we can add in, let's see my almonds right there. We take some slivered almonds and mix it in as well, and I'll just do that while he's still cutting up the grapes. Slivered almonds, it asks for 3/4 cup. Once again, you can't go wrong at adding to that, and we're just going to mix that up as well. That also gives it some crunch. So we've got these almonds and the chicken and the Cool Whip, and we're about to add these grapes.
You can add some of these grapes anytime you need.
Yeah, let's just throw them in there.
Continuing to cut.
Let's slide them in there, what we got. And we're just going to mix it up. Take that whole thing and pick it up and just slide them into it.
Typically, I think you want these smaller.
Well,
Grapes a little smaller. And again, that's preference too, but
it doesn't matter. This is looking pretty good right now, and I know this is going to taste well. This is made at our home quite often, especially in the summer, because it's just easy. You don't have to turn the oven on, and you don't have to stand over a hot stove. It does not take that long. You make a good quantity of it that will feed a lot of people. And if you're just having a group over and you want to do little snack stuff, if you made this corn dip that we just made, and also made this chicken salad, you got a pretty good little mixture of little dip type items where people can sit around and snack and eat. It's good for after church potluck dinners and wedding receptions and things like that. Go ahead.
I'll add that this is one of my favorite things to eat. I love it, and I can eat a ton of it, and it's really good.
It is. It goes well, and most people like it, and it's really, you can see that it's look. That's good, Josh. We'll end with that one. That's you can see that it's a pretty good meal, and all that's in it is canned chicken, red seedless grapes. You could put celery with slivered almonds, a cup of mayonnaise, and then we'll add.
Did you add the mayonnaise to that?
Yes, we put the mayonnaise in already, and just a little. It calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and we'll just add that in. There's 1, and there's 2. We'll set that off to the side, and we'll just mix that in, and then we've got a pretty good little meal that you can set. Family can eat. Great for taking camping, if you're going to the lake for the day, you can mix this up the night before, put it in a bowl, a Tupperware bowl or whatever, and carry it with you. Put it in a cooler and eat all day on it and have a pretty good little meal.
It's really good with wheat thins. On the Hawaiian rolls, it's really good. Or with just a fork.
That's right. So, but there you go. So, and that's it. That's it. And my wife likes these sun-dried tomato with basil wheat thins to eat them with. We'll set them off to the side. So now we've got the corn chowder, the corn dip, and that, and now the grape salad. This is one of my favorites, and I will say this: we made a little mess, Josh, but that's all right. This grape salad is one of my favorites, and it is a hit everywhere. And a lot of people make it. You'll see it at everywhere. So, Josh, what we've done. What did we do with our grapes? Here we are. What we've done with our grapes is we have set that over a little bit. I have picked them off the vine. We have, just as you get them in bunches, we just picked them off the bunch, and we have we've cleaned them, washed them, and dried them, and we won't have to put all that in there, but we'll do a little that way. But anyway, it just this grape salad. And I'll set these off to the side. The rest of them, we washed them and dried them. That's a big part for seeing that. Now, whipped cream. Josh, I need to find the powdered sugar. There it is, right there, right here. I'll get it right here. Here, won't you mix that in right there? As we get a new spoon right there. Don't want to use the same spoon. I'm going to get the powdered sugar out, the confection sugar, and we need.
Do I just mix this in?
Yeah, we're just going to mix that in. And then we need 1 cup. Kind of hard to mix a little bit, but that's all right. We need 1 cup of confectionate sugar, powdered sugar, whatever you want to call it. We'll mix that in as well. Got a lot of stuff going on here on this one. A lot of stuff happening here. Josh is mixing that up. You can see that it gets a little sticky, and that's all right. That's all good. And we're about through with that. I'm gonna get down here and get this pan ready to go that we put it in. There we go.
Trying to get this sugar off the bottom here.
He's stronger than I am, so I'm letting him mix that.
This is a good forearm workout for sure.
Right.
How does that look?
It looks good. Once again, a lot of people, depending on how much the whipped cream you put in and the number of grapes, if we need to add a few more grapes, that's real simple. We'll add a few more and mix that up. We'll continue to mix that up just a bit. This is just a good, easy, light meal that a lot of people, it's not necessarily for a full-blown meal, but for some kind of snack. Once again, for cookouts, for functions, receptions, things like that. This once again works wonders for it. All right, Josh, we're going to take that and just dump it into this pan here. And we'll probably need that. We've got that. That's all right. That's good. We're just going to take this. We're just going to take this and mix it up. And we put it in like a casserole dish or something when we take it somewhere. If you were going somewhere and you didn't want to take your casserole dish, you get one of these aluminum foil pans that you could take it and carry it in where you don't have to bring anything back, especially if you're taking it to someone. Maybe someone has lost a loved one and you want to take some food or something to their house or home to comfort them a little bit. You could do that. But this is just that way they don't have to worry about a dish or anything. And you don't have to carry it back. So, and that's kind of what you're looking at with that. You finish this up with just powdered brown sugar. You just take some brown sugar, about a cup and a half, and you're literally just going to just sprinkle over it. That's all you're going to do is just real simple. Just dropping it over. This is a matter of fact. We had this yesterday. We had a Father's Day cookout at some relatives' house, and we this was one of the items that was there. Matter of fact, my wife made it, and I thought we would show that today as well. So you know the timing of this. It was right after Father's Day that we're filming this. But anyway, you can't go wrong with brown sugar. I don't know if more is the greatest thing in the world, but that's what we do with that. So as you're looking at that grape salad, there is that. I won't put all of that on there. And then the final touch is chopped pecans. We just take the pecans, you just take the chopped pecans and just sprinkle them over it, and we're about ready for that. Now I did read, this week I was reading about this recipe, and I read that some people take, instead of brown sugar, they take Butterfinger bars and crunch them all up and put it over this. I like Butterfinger bars. I don't know, but maybe that's another thought with that. Josh, I know that this is made at our home a lot, and this is a pretty good meal that people just like and eat, correct?
Super good, and it's got the grapes in there, so it appears healthy. It's not that healthy. But it is really good, and I really like it. And I like the chicken salad as well. They're two of my favorite.
As you can hear, Josh, Josh eats very healthy, and me not so at times. But it does appear to listen. You can get by with eating this because you've got the sugar and stuff like that in it, but the grapes do help a little bit. Once again, we have made today a real simple. We didn't turn the oven on. We didn't not slaving over a hot stove. We made 3 items here in a short period of time. Not a lot of money. Oh, Josh, we forgot one thing. We forgot to put our. I'm going to go back and do that because we forgot to put our grated cheese in this. I knew there was missing something. We're to mix this up and have the cheese, our grated cheese, in our corn. That was our corn, wasn't it? In our corn, it was. In our corn, and mix the cheese up in our dip. I'd forgot about the cheese. I was sitting right there looking at me, and I thought, why did I not put in the cheese? So there goes our corn dip, Frito corn dip with the cheese, and it made it look a little bit more colorful. So there you go with that. Anyway, we made the Frito corn salad today. We made the chicken salad, which is really good, and we call this grape salad. Call it what you want. These really two things work good for dips. This works good for sandwiches, and then this is almost like a dessert item that gives you a little bit of healthy kick to it with the grapes. Josh, thank you for being here today with us on Cooking with a Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Hope everyone enjoys the show, and I hope you enjoy watching Ben Lomond TV and all the various shows and things and services to the community that they provide for you. Thank you, Ben Lomond TV, and want to thank you for watching, and everyone have a great day. God bless.